Clemente Bar, we wanted to create a space that was timeless to New York, and the way that really sets it apart was that we're within this beautiful space of 11 Madison Park. It's been around for 25 years. We want to recreate something within this same space that emulates those same standards, the attention to detail, the service, the hospitality, the food, and obviously the cocktails.
When opening up Clemente Bar, it's the same people, it's the same group, but an entirely new team. So what we wanted to do is to make sure that we had that culture and that hospitality. And I think we've definitely achieved that by doing the right thing every single day.
I'm Sebastian Tollius. I'm the beverage director at Daniel Hume Hospitality in Clemente Bar.
My name is Richie Millwater. I'm the bar manager of Clemente Bar.
When we're talking about the cocktails and the guest experience here, we're really looking to invite our guests into our home. A room painted by Francesco Clemente, and it was meant to feel like a living room. And with that, it's meant to feel fun and whimsical and playful, and at the same time, we really want people to come experience Clemente Bar in fresh eyes.
Sebastian and myself have been working on these techniques and these ingredients and all of these different methods for the past 4 years, and we've tried to take all of our highlights, all the things that we've researched and studied and put into menus and kind of highlight all of them in the best way.
We have the opportunity to be inspired by art, and we really looked at the menu in those ways. It's color, it's texture, it's light. A lot of the cocktails are based more on something that we wanted to achieve via color, via nostalgia, and there's a lot of drinks that are also reminiscent to some of our childhood memories. And when we created the menu, we really had that in mind as well.
Growing up, my dad always made sure we had Girl Scout cookies in the house. He justified it by that we were actually giving money to charity and the Girl Scouts and all that. In fact, he just wanted Samoa cookies in the house. So we wanted to create a cocktail that kind of represented that, and that's what the 3 boxes is. We're using Samoa cookie is coconut, sesame, and chocolate. And then something that really is a core factor in our cocktail program is our fermentation. So we took cacao powder with allspice powder, mixed it with some koji salt and water, and let it ferment for over a month. And we mixed that with a little Dolin Blanc. So the entire cocktail itself, I want people that grew up with those Girl Scout cookies in their house to actually feel that.
Richie and I have been working together for many years. We've been developing menus together for quite a while too, but when we had this specific space dedicated to cocktails, we also really wanted to kind of push the limits of what we were doing and push the techniques that we have been working on for so long. The idea was to have a simple reading menu, simple in its essence, looking cocktails. I mean, they're very beautiful and delicate and minimal in a sense, because we wanted the room to be the star of the show. So before we even started the idea of working with Francesco Clemente for the bar, this was actually just a fun conversation that Chef Daniel had with Francesco about just naming a cocktail after him. And instead of just doing a cocktail, we went all the way to name a bar after him, and this was the exciting part. I remember sitting down with him and having him try the cocktail for the first time and seeing his eyes light up. That was a really cool moment for me too, because we sat in this bar while still in construction. We were almost at the finish line, and to have him sit at the bar and try the cocktail for the first time and really, really enjoy it, I thought that was a really cool moment too.
When we were actually putting this bar together in the beginning, it almost felt like adult Legos, because you can really mix and match however you wanted to. And we found a perfect system for us where we have our cheaters to the right, our ice on the top corner, and then we have our citrus on the bottom. And we're able to achieve that because of the movable walls.
For us, it was really important to be able to represent the room in a clean and minimal way, and Behind Bars really let us achieve that with the bar station. It's practical, it's also very efficient, but at the same time, what we wanted to create is an aesthetic that you could look straight across the bar and focus on the back bar, which is the painting that's right behind us.
With this bar, we're able to have like a bartender on both sides, and then you can highlight a bartender in the middle and not disrupt service, which is really, really cool.
When guests sit at the bar, it's 8 seats. The seats fill up every single night as soon as we open. And to be a guest on that side as well, to actually sit behind the bar, or to sit actually on the bar and to observe the bartender's work, it's also very cool to see. I've never worked behind a bar like this before, but I only want to work on bars like this moving forward.
So within the pressure, we always want to make sure that we're having fun with it. At the end of the day, it's about the guest experience. And if we can just make sure that every single guest is having the best time, that relieves all the pressure that is on us as a company.
Do you guys feel good? That's great.
Sounds great.
I love it.
Let's get a print tone real quick.
Of course.